Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of redoing the pond. If you saw the first part that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago, you saw that we cleared all this weeds and all this plants out, so we have room for the gravel, weed liner, and everything else to kind of go around it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to run to the store, pick up all the materials we need. We're also going to be taking all the turtles out and then lowering the water just so we can clean the actual pond itself, get the filter going too, and then on top of that we'll go ahead and do all the landscaping, make it look nice, and go from there. But we're gonna go ahead and get started and run to the store. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and make sure you subscribe, but let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first stop is Harbor Freight. Alright, this is what we're here for. Our pond pump, we're gonna go with the Creekstone 620. Should be well more than enough flow for the pond. Alright guys, so we got our pump for the pond. Go ahead and also got this tarp. Figured that we can maybe use that to use it as like some sort of weed liner, or put it on the bottom as well, just to double up, make sure no weeds or anything gets through the rocks. Now we're gonna run over to Home Depot and pretty much pick up everything else that we need for the pond. Alright, just got in the Home Depot. We're gonna go over to the garden center and pick out rocks and everything else that we need. Alright, for rocks, we're gonna go with this landscape rock marble chips. We're gonna need about 5 to 6 bags of these, so we're gonna go ahead and get those, and then we're gonna get some topsoil as well. Alright, we got 5 bags of dirt, 7 bags of rocks. We got the weed liner, some staples, and then I think we're just gonna pick out some plants and call it a day. Alright, these are the plants we got. I got 3 of each, and then I think we're gonna be good, so we're gonna go ahead and check out, bring all this home, and get started. So we got our pump hooked up to the hose. That's gonna drain our water out of the pond so we can take all the turtles out and get it all cleaned out. Alright guys, so this is taking a really long time to drain, so I'm just gonna skip a little bit and then we'll pick it up when it's all drained out and all clear. Actually, while this is draining, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what we're gonna be doing in today's video. So I picked up the tarp and the weed liner, so we're gonna double up on this and lay that down all around the pond. We're gonna have some topsoil first and put the liners on top, and then we're gonna come back through with our rock, have a nice rock finish all the way around, hopefully plant some new plants around too, make it look nice. And we're also gonna get the pump all hooked up to the actual kind of circuit for the pond. That way we have a nice flow going, and we won't have any standing water or anything. So like I said, I'm gonna pick up the camera when this is all drained out, and then we'll go ahead and get started from there.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, we have the pond completely dry. That took about almost 2 hours of just washing and sucking the water out and repeating that over and over again until all the dirt and everything was gone. But it's all done now, so it's nice and dry and clean. We also have our 3 turtles over here that I'm going to go ahead and show you. So these are 3 turtles we got. Over here we have our large red-eared slider. He's been in the pond for a while. As well as these 2 here. We have another smaller red-eared slider here. Then we have a yellow belly here as well. So all 3 turtles are here and are doing good. Hopefully they're gonna enjoy it a lot more once this is all cleaned out. Now that we got the pond completely cleaned out, we're gonna go ahead and start doing the landscaping around. We're gonna go ahead and lay down a layer of dirt to even it out. Then we're gonna put the tarp and the weed liner, and then we can go ahead and start putting the rocks around the side and plant the plants. All right guys, so this is the topsoil we're using. I got, I think, 5 bags of those. So we're just gonna evenly spread it around the border, pat it down with this guy here. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the tarp and the liner over top of that, and we should be good to go. All right, guys, so I definitely didn't need 5 bags of that stuff. I only used about 2. I can maybe do a third one, but I think it looks pretty good. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is grab the tarp and kind of cut it out so it can kind of fit along here and start doing the layerings. So this is the tarp I got. It's just a 7x9 tarp. We're just gonna cut this out, like I said, put some stakes in it so it's nice and steady, and then go ahead and put the other liner on top of this guy here. All right, guys, got all the tarp down around the back side and around here. I know it looks a little iffy, but we're gonna put the other liner on top of that. Then once we put the rocks on top, you won't even see any of it, so it'll look really good. All right, guys, so this is the best it's gonna get. I know it doesn't look good. I kind of have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to weed liner and stuff, but it's gotta be better than what it was before. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting the rocks over top of all of this, and then we're gonna cut out some of the holes for where we're gonna put some plants.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, I just got done planting all the plants in place. I am now taking the stone and I'm putting it all around the pond just to give it that finishing look, and then we're gonna go back in, vacuum everything, and fill it up. All right, guys, the rocks are in. I think it looks really good. We're gonna go ahead and start filling the pond up, clean it out a little bit first, get the water crystal clear, then we'll hook up the pump and we should be all done. All right, guys, this is the pump we're gonna be using. So I already have this pre-existing tube that I put in when I first built the pond. So this kind of goes down underground and up in the middle of that island. So all I have to do is just screw this pipe into the pump, and we can fill it up with water, turn it on, and it should start flowing out from under that island. All right, guys, so the pump is now connected, so we can go ahead and kind of just suction cup this down into the bottom of the pond, and then we should be all good to go. All right, guys, we got the pond filling up right now. We're gonna wait for that to fill up, put in the turtles, start the pump, and we should be all good to go. Okay, so now that the pump is turned on, it's starting to circulate a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and put the turtles back in and then let the pond fill up. All right, we're gonna start with our big guy here. This is our big red-eared slider we're gonna put in. There we go. All right, guys, the pond is complete. This is the finished product. I think it turned out really good, exactly kind of how I planned it. Really like the white rock look with the plants, and overall just turned out really good. All 3 turtles are in there swimming around. I might go ahead and feed them in a bit once they kind of get settled. But this is the new setup. We have a basking spot right here, and then that whole new island is gonna be all rock, so they can go up on there too. If you look closely, you can kind of see a little bit of the flow coming up from underneath those rocks. That's going to be the water being pushed up from the pump. But yeah, overall it turned out really good. I'm really happy. So with all that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you have any ideas or suggestions you think I should do with the pond or something I could put in the pond, let me know in the comments. I'll take a look. But for now, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.